Attention please. Send your collie to the nurse's station. Send your collie to the nurse's station. Thank you.
Guys! Ah! We're back! Oh my god, we're back! Hold on, let me turn... I gotta turn this up a little bit. Okay, guys, we're back! Ah! It's been like, how many days? I don't know. 5? 6? Maybe? It's been too many days. I was gonna stream yesterday, but oh. That was just not good timing for that. All things considered, not good timing. But guys, welcome in. Hey, we're gonna talk about the brain today. But first, I got some coffee and I gotta mess with a few settings because something's screwed up. Ace Rail.
Welcome back.
Ace Rail coming out to 2 months for 2 freaking months, dude. Ace Rail, you're coming on to Collie Care from Thoughts and the Beans. I got you covered. Hold on, we gotta wait for this. Okay. Sorry, I really, it's so good. It's so good. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Dude, before the stream even started, holy crap, Blaze Inferno coming with the tier 1 sub for 2 months. Oh, God. Blaze Inferno. Hold on. Oh, God. Dude, holy crap. Okay, so Blaze Inferno coming with the tier 1 sub for 2 freaking months. Blaze Inferno, you're covered under collar care from Boss of the Beans. I got you covered. And then Blaze Inferno coming with the 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Dude, holy freaking crap. Ugh. I couldn't even get your first one out, and you're just like, I'm just gonna drop more. Blaze Inferno, holy God. It's Chrism, Gas Mask Collie, Nepsu, Eplinks, and Negative Delta. You guys are all covered under collar care thanks to Blaze Inferno. Ugh. Thank you. You got a human in your throat? Maybe. Ace Rail.
Glad you are streaming today. Could use a smile and you do it. Thanks for being awesome.
Ace Rail coming out with 1,000 bits, make it Tux Dance. Blue Land Werewolf. USDA Prime Werewolf. Ace Rail, I appreciate the bits. I'm glad that I could give you some smiles today. It's been, let's be honest, the last 24 hours have been a little crazy. A little crazy. But we'll make it through. Oh God, okay, jeez. Itsy Bitsy Bites coming with the Twitch Prime sub. Dude, Itsy Bitsy Bites, you're covered under collar care from the Flops of the Beans. I got you covered. Unholy Celery, I see that follow from before the stream started. I see you. I did not miss you. Air Arctic coming with the 280. Oh, I was waiting for something. Air Arctic, thanks for the 280 bits. Thanks for making Tux Dance. Look at that werewolf. USDA Prime. Can I get, let me get some freaking coffee. Come on. Ugh, it's been a while. Andy Wolf, what's up? Hey, welcome back to the stream. Thyagotic. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Fubby Flock. Welcome in. Broster with the 300.
Choo choo hype train. Woo
Choo
woo.
choo. Hype train. I didn't ask for this. Can I get like a hyperloop? Why did they not call it the hyperloop? Instead of a hype train, the hyperloop, that would have been better. Dude, holy crap, Scarface!
Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop.
Oh God, I shook my head too much. Scarface coming with this 5 gifted tier 1 subs to the community, dude! 90 freaking 5, holy crap, Scarface. What the hell?
More hype train.
What the hell? Coyote Husky, Zach, WSX, Sven Arctic Fox, Dex does the stream, and Queen Maz, you guys are all coming under collar care thanks to Scarface from the Flops of the Beans. I got you covered. I can't even keep up, guys. Damn, give me a second. Guy who needs a name, thanks for following. Welcome to the Fubby Flog. Air Arctic coming with 100 bits. Thanks for making Tux Dance. And Kenu Fox coming with a gifted tier 1 sub to the community. Who'd that go to? The Retrospect Man Not Gay. What is that name? You're covered under collar care from the Flops of the Beans. I got you. Wait, what is that name? The Retrospect Man _ Not Gay. Love it. Fox Fails coming with the 30 bits, make it Tux Dance. Look at that werewolf. Guys, that is like, when you look up the definition of werewolf, you see that. Right there. Look at that thing. Good werewolf. Dude, Fox Guy converted from Twitch Prime to tier 1. Thank you. Go spend that free one somewhere else.
Hello, just hello.
Hello, just hello. Cola Cat's coming with the tier 1 sub for 4 freaking months. Dude, Cola Cats, you're covered under collar care from the Barks Root Beer down to the Diet Pepsi. I got you covered. I just thought of colas. How could I, oh my God. How could I think of colas and screw up so badly and not talk about Dr. Pepper the best? Where are my Dr. Pepper people at? Anybody else just like love Dr. Pepper? They say it's 23 flavors, but I only taste 1 flavor, and that's deliciousness, and I love it. It's the best. Ooh. Okay. It's just that base is good. You guys have no sense of taste. What are you talking about? Dr. Pepper is delicious. And actually, if I had to pick one soda, out of every soda, say, okay, you go to, so you're on a road trip, okay? You're on a road trip and you're at the gas station and your parents, they're like, hey, you can have one soda to go on this car trip with, right? This road trip with. And the fridge at the gas station has every soda you've ever had in your life, right? But you can only pick one for this road trip with your family or with your loved one or by yourself, wherever you like to travel. I'm going to finish that up in a second. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Ace Rail.
Choo-choo. To the good collie and great professor.
Dude, Ace Rail coming with the 500 bits. Disappointing JD. Dude, Ace Rail, unbelievable. Trying to give 500,000 milligrams of morphine. You trying to kill a man. Thanks for the 500 bits. I appreciate it. Okay. So, you have this whole unlimited supply of every soda you've ever had, right? That you've ever enjoyed in your life. But you can only pick one. What do you reach for? Are you reaching for a common one, like a Dr. Pepper, a root beer? Is it a specific soda from a specific memory, maybe? For me, I think a lot of you guys are gonna disagree with this. I'm ready to defend my point. Cream soda. A&W cream soda. Actually, I'm sorry. What is the glass bottle one? Is it like not IBM? That's a no. What are their names? I forget. Cream soda.
Hi, Cinder.
Dude, Snowy J Fox coming with the 2 on sub for 2 freaking months. Hi, Snowy. Snowy Fox, you're coming under collar care from the flops to the beans. I got you covered. Doritos, Red Bull, Vanilla Cola, Jones Soda, Blue Lemonade.
Swiggity swooty, this werewolf is coming for that collie booty.
Yes, come and take it. Yes. Dude, Vince Wolf, what's up? Vince Wolf coming with the 100 bits, make it tux dance. Look at that werewolf. I see somebody put up here Fresca. Is that, Yama, have you seen The Boys yet? Because Fresca plays a role in that. Vince Wolf, thanks for the 100 bits. What's up, Vince? Vince, what's your favorite soda? You're at a gas station, you're on a road trip with your loved ones, your family, whatever you do. You can pick one soda in a fridge that is full of every soda you've ever drank in your life, and you can pick one soda for this road trip. What are you picking? For me, cream soda. You gotta give me that cream soda. I'm gonna tell you why cream soda. It's gold for a reason, because it's the best. The best things are gold. And cream soda is delicious. Oh, it's so good. I love cream soda. Root beer. Any specific root beer? Mug root beer? Yes, my last meal I had with my grandma. Oh, that's actually like super sweet. And it's also delicious because Mug's root beer is great. Original Pepsi. Guy who needs a new name, you agree? Cream soda. Don't know about golden liquid. Broster, we ain't talking about no golden showers. We're talking about cream soda. I know a lot of people don't like cream soda though. A lot of people don't. Have you guys had the was it the vanilla orange Coke? That's pretty good too. That's like I definitely appreciate a good like sweet citrusy flavor. Ooh, it's good. Oh, I haven't had soda in a minute. Now I kind of want soda. I don't really drink soda that often, so every time I have it, it's like kind of nice and special. And it tastes delicious and then so sweet, and then you just start burping everywhere and it's bad.
Woohoo! Shot spot!
Carbonated water is the only thing I need. Shugaka, I do agree with you. I went through a phase where I drank a lot of like Perrier and LaCroix, right? Like, cause I was trying to wean off soda, so I used carbonated water to do it. And every once in a while, a good just like carbonated water, like club soda, tasty. Can't complain. Jalen Wolf, hey, Snowy White Fox, welcome in. You hate traditional sodas because of the syrup? Yeah, I mean it's still good though. It's the you know, you get the syrupy taste, but I grew up. My parents always had Diet Coke, so I grew up with Diet Coke in the house. So if I wanted a soda, I was drinking Diet Coke. So I actually kind of like love Diet Coke. It's so good. Does White Claw count as a soda? No. It's a liquor. Well, it's it's alcohol, but it's not a soda. I actually love Diet Coke, right? Like, it's actually pretty good. If I had to drink a diet soda, I think I'm gonna go with a Diet Coke. If you presented like all these different diet sodas in front of me, I gotta go with a Diet Coke. Second place going to Diet Ginger Ale, if only because sometimes all we have in the hospital is Diet Ginger Ale, and I'll be damned if I'm not gonna get some Diet Ginger Ale when I'm thirsty at the hospital. She's over the rainbow, Cinder. A pulmonary embolism took her out. Aww. Dr. Fox, I'm sorry to hear that. PEs are scary. So scary. They take you out before you even know it. No laws with the claws. There ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. Yeah, well, guess what? There are laws in my stream, and it's not a soda. I don't care what you're drinking. You're going to abide by these laws. Real root beer isn't carbonated. Tastes a lot like vanilla. I can't say I've ever had real root beer before. There we go. We'll take care of that. Thank you. Diet Ginger Ale is the best. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Cream soda. I'm glad I got a lot of people who support the cream soda. I feel like cream soda can be a little bit polarizing, right? It's kind of like root beer, where people are like, "Ew, I don't like root beer," and I'm like, "How can you not like root beer? It's delicious. Have you never had it? Have you never enjoyed a root beer float in your life? What is wrong with you?" These laws are terrible. Well, guess what? Tasty Man Bun. There's the door. There are other streams with less laws. Just gotta go find them. But enjoy. Enjoy sowing. Because once it comes time to reap, you'll pay the price. Cinder for Twitch partner? We'll see. We'll see if they give it to me. I've already been denied once. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't really want anything like, I don't want anything from partner outside of like, just give me more emotes. Twitch, please. Twitch, I'm gonna do this for you, Twitch. This is for you, Twitch, okay? I hope you're watching. Can I have more emotes, please? Please? More emotes. Give them over. Come on, give them. Right here, in the hand. Come on. More. Give me the emotes. That's all I want. Who needs 5,000 milligrams of morphine? It's 500,000 milligrams of morphine, and that's the joke. It's from Scrubs. Don't worry about it. You'll get it. Keat, I don't know, man. I've been denied once. And I got suspended because I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad dog. I talk about medicine. It gets you in trouble, apparently. Although I did kind of cross the line, so I will give them that. Better Twitch TV can give you more? Yes, it can. Oh, God. And I had a frog in my throat. Excuse me. Oh, general medical question. How does someone get ears as floppy as yours? Cinder 7 flop, Cinder 7. How do you get ears as floppy as mine? So, that voice crack. So, sometimes when you're a child, your parents put ear floppening sauce, liquid, juice, I don't know, what would you call it? Ointment on your ears, and then they flop. And then you gotta use an ear flop conditioner to keep them floppy. It's a lot of work, but guess what? Beauty is pain. So it's worth it. Ear flop oil. I like ear flop juice. I think juice is an underutilized word to describe liquids. Like I had a patient the other day, the patient had a bowel obstruction, right? And we've talked about bowel obstructions when we talked about GI issues, right? Essentially, you have a blockage somewhere in your bowels, typically in the small bowel, in your small intestine. Well, when that happens, we have to put an NG tube in, which is a tube that goes in through your nose and down into your stomach, and then we pump everything out, right? Because we got to decompress all that backed up stool. Well, hers came out like, it was like a dark green liquid. Like it was a really like dark green liquid that you couldn't see through, right? It was like really thick. And I was like, oh yeah, look at all that juice. It looked like a spinach smoothie. And all my colleagues were mad at me because I walked her, because this lady put out like 1.5 liters of dark green gastric juice. I mean, it was disgusting, right? Like we got like almost 2 liters out of this woman in like 20 minutes. There's just so much. So like I had a whole liter canister full of dark green, thick, nasty gastric juice. I walked by one of my colleagues and I was like, "You want a smoothie?" And she was like, "Oh my God, stop, you're so gross." And I was like, "What? It's juice." They didn't like my joke. I thought it was good. It looked like a smoothie, you know, and try to have some fun with colleagues. And she was all like, "Ew, no, stop. It's so gross." And I was like, "You're a nurse. Get over it. It's funny." I like sometimes if you have a patient who's on Peridium, which is a medication for urinary tract infections that helps kind of like flush out the kidneys. If you take Peridium, it turns your urine orange and it looks like Tang, right? It looks like Tang. If you know what Tang is, it's like orange juice, right? Like a Kool-Aid, like an orange Kool-Aid. So whenever we have a patient who's on Peridium and I get a urinal full of orange urine, I'm always like, "Anybody want any Tang?" And everyone's like, "Ew, gross. You're so nasty." I'm like, "You're nurses. Get over it. It's a joke. It's funny." Shit's funny. You gotta make fun of it somehow, right? You gotta have some fun. Ugh. Okay. I'm late. How much did I miss? Metalworking, you haven't missed anything. We haven't started class yet. Although we are going to soon. So, who was here? Humans, cis, or just human gushers? Yeah? Yeah, I guess you can say that, yeah. They're definitely fun to open up. Thank God I took medicine and all this stuff. You're gonna learn more. Always up for learning. She loves telling us graphic details at the dinner table. Thanks, sis. My last roommates that I lived with down in Georgia, they used to get so mad at me because I would be like, I'd come home from work and we'd all sit around the table and eat dinner together because we tried to have some kind of a household structure, right? When it was like a couple, just different people living in the same house. And I'd always start telling the stories about work and they'd be like, "Cinder, can you not?" And I'm like, okay, I'll stop. But let me tell you about this nasty cyst that we opened up. And they're like, "Can you not?" And I'm like, okay. But this one patient, like, she shit everywhere. And I got to tell you about this because I can't be the only one to know this. They used to hate it. No one wants to go Bear Grylls, Cinder. I mean, you got sometimes if push came to shove, you got to do what you got to do to survive, right? I used to like Tang until Cinder compared it to pee. You're welcome. I'm saving you a lot of needless sugar. Congratulations. Have you ever had real cane sugar cream soda? I can't say I have. At least not that I know of. What restrictions did I put on the bandana? So, y'all perverted asses made this happen. Every stream I'm coming in here, you guys are like, "Cinder, take off your bandana." I'm like, "God damn it." The whole stream I gotta go naked. So now I'm timing y'all. You're getting covered. 15 minutes is all you get looking at this bare chest. Unless someone else wants to pay more. Keep it going. 15 minutes, it's all you're getting. We'll see how it works out. Maybe I bump it to 20 if I'm feeling generous. I don't know. You created this monster. Now you gotta deal with it. Metalworking. Okay. Oh, no. Give me the other hand. Metalworking. Metalworking. You got food? Give me your food. Give me your stuff. I want it. Whatever you got, I want it. This is my get whatever I want noise. Give it to me. Canine Alpha Wolf, what are you watching? Dog? That's what you're watching. You're watching a dog. Vexer, hey, welcome in. High price stripper collie. I ain't no cheap whore anymore. You guys can't just pay for me to be naked. It's always interesting to listen, watch other sciences and how they are. All I can say is, however, I'm sure you agree with this, Cinder. Screw calculus. Yes, calculus. Yeah, screw calculus. I actually didn't even need to take calculus in college. I took it in high school, if only because they made me. And then in college, they're like, here, take this statistics course. And I was like, screw statistics, because stats is hard. And then I never had to take any other math courses. Okay. Today, so who is here? Who was here for my last stream? Who is here for the stream about the nervous system? Because we're going to be bringing back some topics from that lecture. Hold on.
QUBE.
QO, hello. Buddy, coming with the tier 2 sub for 4 freaking months. Buddy, you're covered under collie care from the flops to the beans. I got you covered under extended collie care coverage. Enjoy your tier 2 emote, which I don't even know what it is because I didn't. It's coffee. You get the coffee mug. I should definitely change those around. I should definitely change those around. I should make those different. But, buddy, thanks for the tier 2. Holy crap, for 4 months. Damn. Also, guys, just so you know, if you want access to all of my emotes, you can get them through Better Twitch TV. All of the emotes that I have for my channel will be available on Better Twitch TV to be used in my stream. If you want to use them on other people's streams, then no, you're going to have to subscribe. But at least while you're here with me, you can use all of the emotes that you want, any of them, and all the extras, as long as you have Better Twitch TV, because I feel like if you're watching the stream, you should have access to all of them. So that way, when I say spam the flops, everybody can spam the flops. Regardless if you're a sub or not, you can spam the flops. So spam them, spam that flop. You have no excuses. You have no freaking excuses not to. You had no sleep in 24 hours. I'm not tired. I'm sure you've had some sleep in 24 hours. You probably just haven't had good sleep in 24 hours. Going 24 hours without sleeping is not good for your body. Vince! Vince, you horny wolf. Get out of here with that. Okay. So in the last lecture, we talked about the nervous system. We talked about the structure of the nervous system, the peripheral nervous system, and the central nervous system. Buddy, come on with
Coffee
100 bits.
really the thing I have an allergy to.
You have an allergy to coffee? How do you live? I can't coffee. No coffee? That seems hard. Buddy, thanks for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Thanks for making Tux dance. Excuse me. Ooh, throat's a little dry. So in the last lecture, we talked about the structure of the nervous system, the peripheral nervous system, and the central nervous system. Right? We talked about how the peripheral nervous system's job is to receive sensory inputs from the world around us, transmit those to the brain for integration and interpretation, and then to be sent back from the brain to the peripheral nervous system with a motor response of some kind, right? Your central nervous system, which includes your brainstem and your brain, or your spinal cord and your brain rather, is responsible for relaying that information from the peripheral nervous system up to the brain for interrogation and interpretation, or integration and interpretation to be sent back and processed, right? That's kind of how it works. We talked about neurons as well. We talked briefly about action potentials, and we'll touch again on action potentials because in order to understand what we're going to talk about today, which is neurotransmitters, you have to understand action potentials because neurotransmitters directly affect a neuron's ability to fire an action potential, and that is how our brain works. And we'll briefly talk about how action potentials occur within a neuron at a resting or a normal state, and then how these neurotransmitters either excite the neuron or inhibit the neuron from firing off an action potential. So I hope you're ready to learn, because we're going to learn a lot, and some of these things, some of these neurotransmitters you guys are going to be familiar with. I'm sure you guys have all heard of serotonin and dopamine, right? Two probably most popular ones. If you drink alcohol, you definitely know the effects of GABA, right? If you, if you've ever been in fight or flight mode, you know the effects of norepinephrine or noradrenaline, whatever you want to call it, right? So we'll talk about what these neurotransmitters do and how they make you feel. Now, if you're looking for in-depth conversation on how exactly does dopamine make you feel great, I don't know. I am not a neurologist. I'm not a neuroscience scientist, right? I do not know why dopamine makes you feel good. Just know that it makes you feel good. Okay? I'm not going any deeper than that. I'm not going to try to explain how certain neurotransmitters create certain things because I don't know. So, we're going to go over basic information regarding neurotransmitters. We're going to cover, I think, 7 of them. The 7 most common ones. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6. We're going to go over 6 of them today. But first, let's get over to the classroom. Let's go to the classroom. Let's get on over here. Come on over here, guys. Come on. Okay, get in here. Scooch in. Grab your chair. Assigned seating. If you're not in your assigned seat, you're getting kicked out. You're getting failed for the day. If you're late, I'm calling your parents. I'm gonna leave a voicemail. I'm gonna say they were late and they deserve to be reprimanded for that. If you're eating in my classroom, well, guess what? You're probably gonna get gassy and I'm gonna make fun of you when you fart. So don't do it. Otherwise, sit down, shut up, and get ready to learn. You don't have an assigned seat? Are you sure you're actually in the right class? Cinder streams boost dopamine. Maybe. Okay. So let's recap from the last stream. At least the end part of the last stream that we did. Definitely not dangerous. How dare you toke up? How dare you toke up in this classroom without at least offering me some first? No, you put that out, you're gonna set off the fire alarm. Where do I put your apple for extra credit? In the trash.
I have to go see a fire plug about cream soda BRB.
Oh yeah, give me some of that too. We're also coming with the 100 bits, make a tux dance. Thanks for the 100 bits, thanks for making tux dance, and let me get some of that cream soda. Okay. Can I lay down? My arthritis is playing up. Sure. Let me turn the music down just a smidgen. Is the music too loud? Do you guys want it down? Is it good? What do you think? Vince, you have edibles? Ooh. People be like, man, these edibles ain't shit. 5 minutes later. Okay, a little loud. It's fine. I'll turn it down a smidgen. That was probably the definition of a smidgen. You know, I wonder what's the actual, like, what is the actual definition of a smidgen? Let me see, hold on. Smidgen. A very small amount.
Smidgen.
Oh God, that was loud. Okay, never mind. Smidgen. Is an actual measurement like 1/16 of a teaspoon a smidgen? That was really loud. Sorry, guys. I didn't know it was gonna be that loud. Everybody's just sitting around enjoying their life, and then all of a sudden, smidgen. You gotta get that smidgen. Rip headphone users. Sorry, guys. Now you know. Now you all have a smidgen of pain. There's a scientific measurement for shit ton. I'm sure it's a lot. I'd like that a smidgen quieter. Okay. We're getting off track here. Neurons. This guy right here. This is a neuron. Neurons are the cells of the nervous system. A neuron's job is to interpret or receive action potentials and then conduct those action potentials through them and pass it on to other neurons to convey information. So these action potentials, these electrical impulses convey information from one neuron to the next, which our brain can then perceive that information, and we get our senses, our thought processes, taste, touch, feel, vision, hearing, all that stuff, thinking about stuff, dancing your head side to side.
Is that the best nursing dog on Twitch? Cinderpoggers.
Is that the best flop dog on Twitch? Hurry slowly. Dude, hurry slowly. Coming with the tier 1 sub for 7 freaking months. Hurry slowly, you're coming under colic here. From the literal flops to your literal beans, because you got flops too. I got you covered, hurry. I like that instead of saying OMG, it said OMG. I always wait for something for it to say something. Hypnosis coming with the tier 1 sub for 3 freaking months. You subscribe for, oh god, hold on. You tier 1 subs for 3 months in advance. Dude, Hypnosis, you're coming under colic here for the next 3 months from the flops to the beans. You will be covered. As long as you filed an appropriate claim and you actually have any coverage, but you will be covered for 3 months. Dude, Hypnosis, thank you for that. I appreciate it. And just spam flops. Spam the flops, guys. Homer Stops says, hey, welcome in. So action potentials, right? So the neuron's job is to receive and send action potentials from one neuron to the next, right? These action potentials carry information that your brain can perceive, and it lets us relay information such as move your hand, flop your head, move the vocal cords in my throat to make these words come out and these sounds come out of my mouth so that you can interpret that as language. The thought process behind even thinking about what I'm saying right now is caused because of these little shits right here. Neurons. Everything, neurons. You have like billions of these things, all conducting information like a giant processor. Pub Cheyenne, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in. So what does a neuron consist of? These guys up here, these are the dendrites. And what the dendrites do is the dendrites are the receiving end of the neuron. So the dendrites connect with other neurons, and this is where the information is received. It comes in through the dendrite, right? And then sent through what we call the soma, or the cell body, which is the center part here. This contains all the cell's life support stuff. So like your nucleus, your ribosomes, your mitochondria, which we know the mitochondria is
the powerhouse of the cell.
It's the powerhouse. Everybody knows that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Well, there it is. It's in the soma. So our neurons can tell us to give the good suck. Sure. Sure. And then on the end here, you have what's known as the axon, which consists of this long part in here, as well as the little tails that come off the end of it. The axon's job is to relay that action potential to the neurons on the other end. On the other end of this axon are the dendrites of a second neuron, and thus the chain is connected and continues on and on and on. One neuron might be connected to thousands or hundreds or however many different types of other neurons, all relaying different information at different times to give us bodily functions, to give us our thoughts, our movement, our perceptions, our emotions, all that stuff controlled by these little cells. There are different types of neurons, but we're going to talk about this basic depiction of a neuron, okay? These little yellow guys here that cover the axon, this is known as the myelin sheath. This is a covering that helps increase the speed at which a action potential travels down through the axon. Okay, if you have, say, a patient who has multiple sclerosis or MS, you have a deterioration of this myelin sheath, which causes a delay or an altering of the electrical impulses conducting through it, thus loss of coordination, right? Muscle wasting, all those things start to fall into effect. When these transmissions are slowed down, it alters the function of the cell, which then leads to can't move your legs, can't control your bowels, all that stuff that happens with multiple sclerosis caused by a breakdown of that myelin sheath that covers the axon. Myelin sheath. I think it's myelin. And yes, I know, sheath, haha. Funny, funny. Is it L-I-N? I don't know how to spell it. Something like that. Myelin. I know it's Myla. And then in between these little nodes in here, these even have a name, and I'm going to butcher it. Hold on. They're like the nodes of Ranvier or something. How do you say this?
Node of Ranvier.
Oh my god, it's loud. There you go. Node of Ranvier. Which are these little nodes in between the myelin sheath. Okay? That was also super loud. I'm sorry, guys. Nodes of Ranvier. I knew it was pronounced some weird French thing or another. I know this information so far. I feel smart. Wait till 5 seconds when all that changes. Nodes. Yeah, let me touch your
Nodes.
Okay. I'm having too much fun with those sound effects. I am. They hate you a smidgen more. It's nodes of smidge VA. Okay. So let's talk about action potentials, because that is what the neuron is its entire job is to receive and send action potentials. So what is an action potential? An action potential is essentially a move of electrical current, right? It's an electricity, it's an electrical signal, right? Our body does this in a really interesting way. We talked about this briefly in the last stream. Who's learned about action potentials before? Who knows about these? Because what I'm about to get into is some chemistry and physics. So I hope you like chemistry and I hope you like physics. So this is your neuron right here, okay? This is inside the neuron. This is outside the neuron. Okay? So you have this nifty little device, this little protein in your neuron known as the sodium-potassium pumps, okay? So potassium, which is your K plus, right? And sodium are both positive ions, right? They're positively charged ions, okay? Your neurons sit in a potassium or a sodium-rich environment. So there is a lot of sodium outside of the neuron as compared to inside the neuron, right? So the outside of the neuron is positively charged and the inside of the neuron is negatively charged. Inside the neuron, you have a lot of these positive potassium ions in here, but you also have some negative protein, some negatively charged proteins, right? So comparatively to the outside of the neuron, you are negatively charged within the neuron, right? Resting potentials at about negative 70 millivolts, right? So you are negative 70 millivolts under baseline, right? Under no charge. So you're negatively charged. The job of the sodium potassium pump is to pump out 3 sodium for every 2 potassium that enters the cell. So potassium comes in, sodium goes out. This movement of 3 sodium out, 2 potassium in creates this negative 70 millivolts differential, what we call the action potential or the membrane potential, right? The difference between the outside and the inside. It's about negative 70. Okay.
Woohoo! Shotspot!
So from here, what happens? Well, a couple things happen. A stimuli eventually will trigger this neuron where you start to have an influx of sodium molecules into the cell, which creates a positively charged environment, which eventually will open up other gates that lets more sodium in, which hyperpolarizes the neuron, creating an electrical impulse. Okay. So you have these things. They're called ion channels. Okay. So what these ion channels do is they respond to different stimuli and let sodium leak in, for lack of a better term, okay? There are 4 main types. You have your ligand-gated ion channels, which is what we'll talk about today, because those are the ones that respond to neurotransmitters. You have mechanically gated channels, you have always open channels, and you have voltage-gated channels. So let's start with ligand-gated, since that'll be the most important one, okay? Ligand-gated channels open up when a specific chemical binds to the receptor site, causing it to open. So that chemical acts as a key to open up the gate, okay? So if that key is not there, that gate does not open. So for the instance of what we're going to talk about today with neurotransmitters, if say dopamine is the binding neurotransmitter to this ligand-gated channel, when dopamine is released, it binds to that channel, which opens up the gate, which causes sodium to rush in, which increases the voltage within the cell, okay? So these are the ones we'll focus on the most today. But you also have what we call mechanically gated. Mechanically gated channels are exactly that. They're opened by a mechanical force, whether it be pressure, pushing down, or stretching of the neuron, right? So some places need more mechanical means to open up and increase the chance of an action potential firing, okay? And then ultimately at the end, you have what you call the voltage gated channels. These are channels that open up only when a specific voltage has been met within the cell. Okay, these are the big ones. Once your voltage gate channels open, that cell is going to fire off its action potential, whether you like it or not. It's what we call the threshold. Okay, the action potential threshold is about negative 55 millivolts. So this is how it works. You have an ion, or a neuron rather, that's sitting there at resting membrane potential of negative 70. Okay? Say it's a mechanically gated neuron. So say it's somewhere on your hand, like a sensor, like a pressure sensor, right? When you press down on that neuron, these mechanically gated ion channels open up. And when those open up due to that pressure, sodium starts to flow in until eventually enough sodium flows in to change the electrical charge within the cell to negative 55 millivolts. Once you reach that threshold, these voltage gate channels fly open, sodium rushes in to the neuron, creating a positive state which sends the electrical signal through the neuron. That is how this all works. Does that make sense? That action potential is then conducted through the neuron onto the next one, and the cycle repeats itself. The neuron then goes through a state of hyperpolarization where it needs to reset as these sodium-potassium pumps begin to pump out the extra sodium and pump back in potassium to go back to its resting state of negative 70. That is how an action potential works. It's happening right now in your brain, thousands, if not millions, if not billions of times over. Oh God. Tender Flame, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Dried Tube, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Kylo Cat, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Jai Remy, thanks for the follow. Jay Remy, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Does this make sense? Because in order for me to move on to neurotransmitters, the idea of action potentials needs to be understood. And here's a closer look at the ligand-gated ones. So ligand-gated channels are activated by certain chemicals or certain things, or a messenger, a chemical messenger that fits into the receptor site. So this is what we're going to talk about today with neurotransmitters, and how neurotransmitters can either open up or close these channels. I'm interested because drugs mimic neurotransmitters. We will touch on some of the drugs that do mimic neurotransmitters, and you'll understand why they make you feel the way they make you feel. Okay, I'm not hearing any objections, so we're going to move on. So, the action potential conducts through the neuron, touches the dendrite of another neuron, and then it conducts through there as well. There are two types of connections between neurons. You have electrical and you have chemical, right? So your electrical connections are great because what you have is you have one neuron physically touching another. So say like you have, you know, the dendrites of a neuron or the axon of a neuron here, right? And then say you have a dendrite here. That's crappy drawing, right? So this is your other neuron, right? So this is your axon of one neuron. This is your dendrite of another. We'll just say den, right? If they are physically touching, that action potential, when it reaches that axon, immediately goes into the next one, right? Because you have a physical connection. It is electrical impulse. It conducts through without any delay. This is great in certain situations. For example, the neurons in your heart are all connected this way because you want it to be fast and quick and organized and synchronized, right? You want, when an action potential goes off in the heart for your heart to beat, you want all of those neurons to fire at the same time, right? You want no delay. You don't need to alter it in any way. You just say heart needs to beat, heart beats all at once. You have this electrical connection, okay? In your brain, this is not great because if all your neurons were touching in your brain, and you passed action potentials this way through your brain, well, all of your neurons would be firing off all at the same time forever and ever and ever, and you'd seize and die rather quickly because all of your neurons cannot just be firing like that because you cannot have any kind of organized function in the brain with that. So what did evolution decide? Evolution decided we are going to slow this process down a bit through what we call like chemical conduction of action potentials, right? So if you look at the neurons in the brain, they don't actually physically touch each other. Can I not? Oh. Hold on, I gotta find a new picture. That one's not working. Give me less stuff on there, less stuff. It's gonna be too big. Sorry guys, hold on. My picture that I had wasn't working properly, so now I need to find another one. Song bops though. Ah, I can't find a picture. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, it's gonna be huge, but it's okay. I'll make it smaller. Okay. Okay, so in your brain, the neurons don't touch. You have this thing called the synaptic cleft, which is a infinitely small gap between the axon of one neuron and the dendrite of another. So they are not physically touching. They are playing the smallest, most precise game of I'm not touching you, right? Or alternatively, if you were to look at the synaptic cleft, it'd be about how close I am to losing my shit at any given day at work, right? It is so freaking close, but not quite there. But it's about as close as you can be without literally touching something, right? The neurons don't touch because it'd be gay if they did. Exactly. They're playing the biggest game of our balls didn't touch, thus we're not gay. So they are incredibly close. So because they're not touching, this electrical signal cannot pass from one to the other. Instead, our body and our brain and evolution has developed this complex system of turning an electrical signal into a chemical signal that then gets turned back into an electrical signal. This allows our body to better control and regulate and be more precise with these action potentials, right? Whereas with an electrical connection, once one is going off, you have no control, okay? This is the group text, right? This is, you need everybody to be on the same page at the same time, so you send a group text and everybody gets the information at the same exact time, right? As opposed to a DM where maybe you want to, take some time to figure things out and move a little slower and kind of be more precise with your words, right? That is what is happening is here. You're having an electrical signal turned into a chemical signal, which then gets turned back into an electrical signal. This is where neurotransmitters come in. They're weird to lock. Thanks for the welcome in. What's up, dude? Hey. Cut out the middle manager. Am I a doctor? No, I'm a nurse. And if you use those neurons more, like exercising, memory practicing, they become even closer and they become stronger. The more you use a neuron, the stronger connection between those. The more you use a chain of neurons, so the more one neuron talks with another neuron, the stronger that connection becomes, the stronger the action potential becomes. Why do you think when you listen to the same song for years and years and years, as soon as that song comes on, you know exactly what it is because you have triggered that exact chain of action potentials through your brain so often that those signals have been those action potentials have become so strong that you remember it right away. You're like, oh, this is my favorite song, and you can still remember every single lyric of it, right? It's because you have built up those signals over time and time and time and exposure. Are these guys responsible for time for our reaction time? Captain Grumpy, I don't know, dude. Captain Grumpy, you asked such specific questions that I don't know the answer to that. I think reaction time just has to do with how quickly you can process, and as you get older, it gets harder to process. So this is how this works. So an action potential comes down from the axon of one cell, right? It hits the end of the axon, right? And it gets to this, what we call the axon terminal, which is this little nobule, right? So you have what we call here the presynaptic neuron. Okay, and then you have the postsynaptic neuron down here. You know my line of fear. This is the meaning of ever and ever. I love this song. Good enough. So the electrical impulse conducts through the presynaptic neuron, gets down to the axon terminal, where it then causes these little vesicles, what we call synaptic vesicles, that are full of a specific neurotransmitter. Depending on what that neurotransmitter is, depends on what type of neuron it is. Some neurons have different neurotransmitters based on what their role is within the brain, right? So some are going to have some that excite, some are going to have some that inhibit. It just depends on what neuron it is, okay? So the action potential conducts down through the presynaptic neuron into the axon terminal, causes these synaptic vesicles full of a specific neurotransmitter to essentially like merge and phase out of the axon, okay? And then these neurotransmitters then float down across the synaptic cleft and connect to specific ligand-gated channels within the dendrite of the postsynaptic neuron. Does that make sense? The electrical impulses causes a release of chemicals that bind to the postsynaptic neuron, okay? So your electrical signal has conducted through the axon of the presynaptic neuron, causing a release of chemicals, which then bind with the postsynaptic neuron. There is no connection between the two, it's just a pass of chemicals from one to the next, okay? Well, those chemicals bind with these ligand-gated channels. And if they bind to the specific, the correct ligand-gated channel, it opens. And when it opens, sodium begins to flow in, thus increasing the chance that you're going to reach that threshold of -55 and conduct an action potential. Some neurotransmitters work in reverse. They bind to receptors that close channels and prevent sodium from entering into the neuron, thus decreasing the likelihood of an action potential occurring. So you have excitatory, which increase the likelihood, and you have inhibitory, which decrease the likelihood. Which neurotransmitter does what depends on the function of that neurotransmitter. As thus, we'll stick with, say, an excitatory one, because that one makes the most sense. So say you have an electrical impulse that comes down through this neuron, releases, we'll say, dopamine, right, into the synaptic cleft. Those dopamine chemicals, that dopamine molecules, bind to the receptors on the postsynaptic neuron, opening up those channels, making it more likely to fire, and thus the action potential conducts through. Because you have opened up those channels, sodium rushes in, eventually the voltage gated channels open up, and the action potential goes through. Without that dopamine stimulant, that neuron might not have fired. And this is where chemical signals get converted back to electrical. So an electrical signal causes a release of a chemical, which binds with the postsynaptic neuron, which then opens up the channels to create another electrical signal. Electrical to chemical to electrical. I'm getting a phone call. You're a telemarketer. Not answering you. Do you see how this allows us to have more control over these action potentials? Can you delay an action potential? You sure can. That's where inhibitory neurotransmitters come into play. Are you satisfied with your long distance plan? But your car's expired warranty. Oh God, my warranty. So, whereas if the two were connected, electrical impulse conducts into electrical impulse and there's no real control over it. And everything happens super quick and in synchrony, which is what we want in the heart. In the brain, we need more control. This system allows for us to have more control and more variance, right? It can be more precise, it can be more selective, and you have more things that you can adjust, right? To make sure that that impulse is conducted properly. This is how the brain works. This process is a little bit slower, but with that decrease in speed, you get more control. Does this make sense? Because once again, I can't move on if you don't understand this process of electrical signal to chemical signal back to electrical, all because of the fact that these chemicals bind with ligand-gated ion channels on the receiving neuron to increase or decrease the likelihood of it firing. Our body contains over 100 different neurotransmitters that all have different roles and different things and are used in different situations. We are going to talk about the 6 big ones. There is 7 or 8 major ones that a lot of people have heard of. We're going to talk about 6 of them, okay? Some of them you'll have heard of, some of them you will have not. It depends on how deep you go into chemistry and brain stuff. Acetylcholine. Acetylcholine was the first neurotransmitter that was found in human bodies. Acetylcholine is most commonly used to help with learning and motivation, but it also helps with muscle coordination as well. So the first place this was found was actually in your muscles. So some of these I like to think of, some of these I have like little, what do you call them? Alliterations for. So for acetylcholine, because it's very useful for learning, it's academic acetylcholine. So academic acetylcholine, it helps with learning, helps with memory. It also helps with attention and arousal, like waking up and sleeping. And it also helps with REM sleep, your rapid eye movement sleep. And it also helps, like I said, with movement and muscle coordination. Now, when I refer to arousal, I mean like waking and sleeping, not like arousal, like sexual arousal, like waking and sleeping. Okay? Arousing, being aroused, being woken, going to sleep, right? Some of these neurotransmitters are reused outside the body for other stuff too. These big ones usually found in larger amounts. Well, these are just like the, some of them, yes. So I think, is it, which one is it? I think GABA, no, glutamate. So we'll talk about glutamate in a minute. Glutamate is the most abundant neurotransmitter. Acetylcholine, more like acetylcholine. Nuke the Wolf, hey, welcome in. So that's acetylcholine, okay? Patients who have Alzheimer's dementia, they see a deterioration in the neurons that produce and secrete acetylcholine, right? Which can lead to memory issues, muscle coordination issues, right? They don't sleep well, they can't learn. So let me put memory in there. So there is a link between Alzheimer's disease and deterioration of these acetylcholine creating neurotransmitters, okay? Remember, biology or psychology can be explained with biology. A lot of times psychological things can be explained through biology. There's kind of this weird dichotomy between psychological stuff and biological stuff, when actually in reality, everything psychological is biological, because our brain is a biological thing that is controlled by biological processes, right? What am I doing? I am teaching. We're talking about neurotransmitters. You're welcome to stay or you're welcome to leave. You choose. It's up to you. Is there any way to reintroduce them back into the system? Kind of, and actually something I forgot to talk about here for a sec. So before I continue on with the different types of neurotransmitters, there is one more thing I want to talk about, which is reuptake. So after these neurotransmitters have binded with their whatever their receptive ligand-gated channels on the postsynaptic neuron, right? After they've done their job, these neurotransmitters just kind of pop out, and then they float around here in the synaptic cleft. And some of them get reuptook. They go through a process known as reuptake, where they're pulled back into the presynaptic neuron and recycled through. So medications like SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, right, can prevent or change how reuptake of serotonin occurs to help improve your mood, right? So this reuptake is important because you only make so many neurotransmitters. Your axon can only make so much, right? So if you block reuptake, eventually you will run out of neurotransmitter, because it'll just start to continue to build up in the synaptic cleft, right? Some of it gets broken down, some of it goes away just through process of diffusion, but most of it goes through a process of reuptake back into the presynaptic neuron. So it gets released, it binds, it leaves that binding and goes back into the old cell. Okay? Reuptake. That's an important thing we'll talk about, especially when we talk about some of these drugs like cocaine. Essentially recycling. Let me turn on a fan. Hold on a sec. I gotta turn on a fan. Okay. Hold on. Any questions on the process of reuptake or why reuptake is important? Any questions on that? Fireball, thank you, but I don't really care about numbers. Thank you. I teach to teach. I don't teach because I want numbers. But I appreciate it. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Is that a collie? I see. It sure is. Can we chemically mess with them? But can we physically manipulate neurons? Probably not. I mean, like, you can put an electric current through a neuron, but I don't know if we can physically manipulate them with the technology present in a human being. We can take it out of you. Although I guess you could do like brain surgery and stuff, but you know, why would you want to do that? Okay, so we're gonna move on for acetylcholine. So acetylcholine, academic acetylcholine, helps with learning, memory, muscle movement, motivation, arousal, deep sleep or REM sleep. Black Thunder, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Fly Flock. Welcome in. I guess, is it not, are those follows not going through? Because I've missed a bunch. Dinosaur, thanks for the follow. Asher Charge, thanks for the follow. 3416, thanks for the follow. Black Thunder, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock, guys. All right, acetylcholine, academic acetylcholine. You guys have definitely felt the effects of this one. Also known as norepinephrine or noradrenaline. You've definitely felt the effects of this one if you've ever gone into fight or flight. Oh, real quick, before I move on, this is an excitatory neurotransmitter, which means that it opens up those ligand-gated channels, thus creating a more likely state of action potential. So it helps the neuron fire. It helps encourage firing of the neuron. It's an excitatory neurotransmitter, right? Norepinephrine or noradrenaline is also an excitatory one. And this is responsible for fight or flight, okay? So, and everything that comes with it. So I think of this as no fear norepi, right? So it's fight or flight. So no fear norepi, right? No fear norepinephrine. It makes you get that fight or flight, right? So when you are your body is stimulated in a way that causes a fright, or you get scared, right? You get this rush of norepinephrine and adrenaline, or just epinephrine as well, from your kidneys that floods the brain and the body, and it causes this fight or flight response, right? You get increase in concentration. You get attentive, right? Your emotions become kind of harder to control. You become more emotional, right? You become like really jittery. Your muscles get like primed, so you have easier muscle movement, right? And everything, you just get that fight or flight, right? We all know that fight or flight feeling. Increased heart rate, you know, all that stuff. This is caused by epinephrine and norepinephrine, or adrenaline and noradrenaline. So no fear norepi, right? So if you want to know what norepinephrine does, just think no fear, right? Fight or flight. Let's go. How much adrenaline can your body release at a time? I don't know. Captain Grumpy, I don't know. You ask me so many questions that are just like super specific, and I have no clue. Google it. Lots. We give epinephrine, so we actually give norepinephrine as a medication. We can use it to treat low blood pressure, right? It'll also increase the heart rate as well. So we give norepinephrine, commonly referred to as Levophed. Kai, what do you guys call norepinephrine over in your country? Do you call it Levophed? It's norepinephrine. We give this drug in the hospital as a IV drip. And this, by the way, spawns the saying, Levophed, leave them dead. Because if you put them on Levophed, they're probably not doing good. So Levophed, leave them dead. Kai, you've heard that, right? The Levophed, leave them dead. Yeah, but for Kevin Grumpy, for specific questions like how much adrenaline can your body release at once is a much better question for Google, because I don't know that. It's sad. I know it's sad, but you know, we have to cope somehow. So no fear, no epi. Excitatory neurotransmitter that's released, causing the fight or flight response. You get increased concentration, increased attentiveness. Your muscles become more easily fired, right? Your senses become heightened. You get kind of jittery. Your heart rate increases, right? Your blood pressure increases. All these things that get you going when a spider jumps on your leg and you're freaking out and you got that fight or flight, right? Difference between norepi in the brain and norepi in the body? I don't know. Eventually it makes its way to the brain. I don't know. Okay. Apparently Twitch is dying again. Why is Twitch always dying during my streams? What the hell? Oh, come on. Is it alive still? Are you guys still here? It's fine. Chat still works. I'm getting messages seeing that people saying it's screwing up. Every time I put so much freaking work into these lectures, and Twitch is like, we're just gonna shit on your whole classroom. I'm like, please Twitch, don't shit on me. And they're like, too bad, here it comes. And then they just take a big old shit right on your chest. Works for me. Okay, good. It crashed for a friend. Chat seems okay. We're just gonna keep rolling. We're just gonna keep rolling with the punches. We're just gonna keep on going here. The next one you're definitely familiar with. Dopamine. We all know what dopamine does. Dopamine is that pleasure chemical released when you eat a nice juicy burger, or you do something that makes you feel good, or for evolutionary purposes, you have sex, right? Releases dopamine into your brain. And man, does dopamine feel pretty good. Every time you get a like on Twitter, just get a little tiny hit of dopamine, right? Every time someone says, I think you're a really awesome person, you get that little tiny hit of dopamine, right? Dopamine is our pleasure chemical. It can be both excitatory and inhibitory depending on which receptors it binds to. So it kind of plays both sides of the coin, right? So it can excite and inhibit. Dopamine is responsible for feelings of pleasure. It's responsible for decision making. Right? It's responsible for reward processing, so rewards. And it can also increase your attention. It can cause you to have increased attention, right? I like to think of it as do it dopamine, right? Because when your body's full of dopamine, you're like, yeah, I can do it. I feel great, right? So my little acronym for it is do it dopamine. Interesting thing about dopamine. What medication or what drug do you think messes with this system? If you guessed cocaine, you'd be correct. So how does cocaine work? Let's talk about how cocaine works. When you snort cocaine, well, any stimulant, yeah, sure. But cocaine in particular, we're going to talk about cocaine. When you snort cocaine, which please don't snort cocaine. Please don't snort cocaine. When you snort cocaine, that cocaine molecule makes its way up to your brain. Cocaine binds with the reuptake inhibitors of dopamine. So remember we talked about reuptake, right? How this neurotransmitter, after it's been released from the postsynaptic neuron, floats back and gets reuptaken into the presynaptic neuron, right? Well, cocaine blocks the reuptake of dopamine. So then what you end up having is you got a bunch of dopamine just floating around in the synaptic cleft, right? Making you feel euphoric. It makes you feel great. You feel awesome because you got all this dopamine just hanging around. You're like, oh my God, I feel great. I can do whatever. My body feels good. Everything's running great. Oh my God, I'm getting rewarded for everything, right? Feel great. Until eventually you burn up all your dopamine because your body can only make so much. And that reuptake process helps regulate and keep that supply and demand, right? If all of your dopamine is hanging out in your synaptic cleft and none of it's in your axon, right? In your axon terminal of your presynaptic neuron, your body can only make so much, so then you run out. Because eventually all of this in here is going to break down and either diffuse away or get broken down by the enzymes within the kind of area around these neurons, right? So you feel great for a while until eventually you don't. And then it also changes how your brain interprets these chemicals. If you're constantly overloading your system with dopamine, that means that your dopamine receptors become less tolerant, right? Or become more tolerant to it. So you need more dopamine to achieve the same effect, right? And thus, every time you do cocaine, it gets a little bit worse and you have to do more and more until eventually you just fry your brain. Also, I'm assuming Twitch finally died. Did Twitch finally die? Twitch did too much cocaine. Okay. So dopamine, it's an excitatory neurotransmitter and an inhibitory neurotransmitter, depending on what receptors it binds to. It causes the feelings of pleasure, which can help drive our decision making, our reward seeking, our attention, right? Drugs like cocaine can interfere with this system, causing a flood of dopamine, which causes you to feel really good for a while until you burn it all up. I think like Molly, what is that? MDMA. And what is Molly's chemical? MDMA, it's ecstasy, right? I think it also works partly on this system as well. If you've ever been around anyone who's done MDMA or Molly before, if you ever heard the term Suicide Tuesdays, it's because after a weekend of dropping Molly, you've burned up all your dopamine, so come Tuesday, you want to kill yourself. So be careful with drugs, please. Do it dopamine. So far we have academic acetylcholine, no fear norepi, and do it dopamine. This is where I start to kind of run out of acronyms here. If you've ever been drunk, you know the effects of GABA. GABA, also known as gamma aminobutyric acid, gamma aminobutyric acid, GABA. GABA is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. So what does GABA do? GABA helps calm your body, right? So it's an inhibitory. It slows down action potentials, right, within your brain, whereas the other ones either excite and make it more potent or inhibit. This is just a straight up inhibitor, right? So it slows down action potentials in your brain, right? GABA helps with a calming effect, right? So it helps kind of calm you down, right? It helps with motor control. Helps with vision, and it helps with learning. If you've ever been drunk before, you know that alcohol can bind to GABA receptors and create a tired, relaxed feeling because your body thinks you're getting all this GABA, but it's actually just alcohol. So it's an inhibitory one. I guess you could do like gibberish GABA, I guess, to think of like being drunk, but I didn't really like the way that sounded. So I'm not coming up with any clever little acronym or alliteration for this. Can your classes count as credit to my degree? No, but it could help you make it easier for when you do have to take those classes. So if you've ever been drunk, you know the effects of GABA on your body, especially too much. You slur your speech, you lose control of your motor controls, right? You can become really calm and relaxed. Your inhibitions are no longer impaired, or you have like lower inhibitions, right? That's all GABA, the neurotransmitter GABA, or at least the alcohol deceiving your body into thinking it's GABA. The most abundant neurotransmitter in your brain, glutamate, helps with memory. So it makes sense that we need a lot of memories to help, from an evolutionary standpoint. We need memory to help remember where things are, to remember how to speak, right? To remember how to do tasks, to remember how to do all the things that we need to do to survive, breathe, eat, what tastes good, what tastes bad, what kind of music do we like, how do I like my coffee? I burned my hand the last time I touched this, right? I take this route, route to work every day. I remember that if a car's coming at me on the highway, I turn my hand left or right to move it out of the way, right? All these things, these memories, these things that you remember and learn, right? Glutamate is partly responsible for it. So this helps with memory and it helps with learning. So it makes sense. Let me actually, before you say that, it is an excitatory. It's an excitatory neurotransmitter that helps with memory and learning. Too much glutamate can cause migraines and seizures, right? If you've ever had a lot of MSG, monosodium glutamate, which is what's used in like Chinese food, which is also freaking delicious. If you've ever cooked with MSG, it's amazing. Some people, if you have too much MSG, it can cause a headache because too much glutamate can cause headaches. The song bops. I'm saving the best one for last, which you guys all know. Oh, before we move on to serotonin, dopamine, excess amounts of dopamine in the brain can be linked to schizophrenia, just as FYI. Sure, everybody knows and is familiar with serotonin. If you've ever been put on an antidepressant, most likely you were put on an SSRI, a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, which directly impacts our serotonin regulation. Serotonin is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. You guys coming back? Is everything fixed? Is Twitch done taking a big old shit? Is it done? So we all know what serotonin's responsible for. It's responsible for mood stabilization. Thus, I usually like to refer to it as smiley serotonin. So it'll help you remember that it's mood stabilization. It makes you happy, makes you sad, helps you smile, right? Just something, a little something to help remember what each of these do, right? So it helps with mood stabilization. It also helps with appetite. And it can also help with your sleep wake cycle, also known as your circadian rhythm. So what does that sound like? Someone who's got no appetite and can't control their sleep wake cycle? Sounds like someone who's depressed, right? Depression, due to serotonin, low levels of serotonin can cause depression, right? Because you can't stabilize your mood, you feel bad all the time, right? You have no appetite, you can't sleep, but you feel tired all the time when you're awake, but when you want to go to bed, you can't because you can't regulate your sleep-wake cycle, right? And all the other things that come with depression. You can blame serotonin for it. We can give you medications that can try to fix it. That's all I got. Neurotransmitters, little chemical messengers in your brain that help regulate and interpret and help give us control over the action impulses that our body sends to our brain, right? It's a fine-tuned process that helps us feel good, helps us feel bad, helps us pay attention, helps us learn, helps us remember, right? Helps us interpret the world around us and keeps us alive. We have so many different types of neurotransmitters that do different types of things, but these are the ones that I wanted to talk about because they seem the most important, at least. Like right now, I just spilled a bunch of water over myself, so I'm going to go ahead and blame my brain's neurotransmitters for not making that connection and putting the actual drink in my mouth. Twitch isn't fixed for you yet? You know, this is getting kind of ridiculous that Twitch goes down at the same time every freaking day. Maybe it's local outage or disturbance. Soft Lucy, I see you. I don't know what's... Dude, this happened last time I streamed. And like... it's almost like, you know, freaking AGDQ's going on that maybe they should have been, you know, better about this. Too cute to function? Maybe. I don't know. There's definitely been cuter on this platform. So here, real quick, actually, let's do this. I'm gonna recap the last little bit of that lecture. Okay. So here we go. Let's recap. So neurons are the cells in the body that conduct and receive and send electrical impulses and signals known as action potentials. Action potentials are caused when you have a rush of sodium ions into the cell, creating an electrical impulse that conducts through the cell. This is caused by ion channels such as ligand-gated channels, which open up when certain receptors bind to it, allowing sodium to leak into the cell until eventually a threshold is met where the voltage gate channels open and sodium can rush in, thus conducting an electrical signal. Right? There are a couple ways to connect neurons to each other. You can do so with an electrical connection, which is very fast and synchronized, but not very coordinated or not very controllable, because once one fires, it conducts to the next. Very great for things like your heart, where everything needs to fire at once. And in synchrony, not so great for your brain, where you need thought processes and more control. So our body developed a way of doing this by sending the turning the electrical impulse into a chemical signal, which then turns back into an electrical signal. These chemicals are known as neurotransmitters. They are chemical messengers that are released from one neuron to the next to tell the cell whether it needs to fire an action potential or hold off on firing an actual potential. This allows for greater control and greater variety in the signals that can be interpreted in the brain. Certain neurotransmitters either excite or inhibit. Neurotransmitters such as acetylcholine, also what I like to call academic acetylcholine, is responsible for learning and motivation, helps with muscle movement, helps with deep sleep, and it helps with memory, right? This is an excitatory, makes the cells easier to fire, right? Neurotransmitters such as norepinephrine, also known as noradrenaline, or what I like to call it, no fear norepi, right? This is an excitatory neurotransmitter which helps with concentration, attentiveness, kind of gives you that fight or flight response, right? When you get scared or startled, you get that fight or flight. Everything tenses up. Your muscles become very, very easily fired. Your heart rate increases. Your blood pressure rises. You become super attentive to everything around you. Your hearing is better. Your vision's better. Everything improves, right? That is your fight or flight response. That's in part thanks to norepinephrine. Also adrenaline, which is just epinephrine, which is released by your adrenal glands, but we'll get to that when we talk about the endocrine system. All right. Dopamine which is an excitatory or an inhibitory neurotransmitter, depending on what receptors it binds to, is responsible for the feelings of pleasure, which can guide our decision making, our rewards, and our attention, right? I like to refer to it as do it dopamine, because you feel freaking great when you get dopamine. So you want to go do everything, right? GABA, which is an inhibitory neurotransmitter that's found in the brain, that is responsible for calming the body down, right? It helps with motor control, vision, and learning. And it's also what happens when you drink alcohol. Your alcohol binds to the GABA receptors and it causes that calming effect, but also impairs your motor control, your vision, your learning, your memory. When you black out drunk, you don't remember shit. Glutamate, which is the most abundant neurotransmitter in the brain, is an excitatory neurotransmitter that's responsible for memory and learning. There's a reason why this is the most abundant, because we use our memories to survive and to live on. It also helps with all of our daily functions, such as remembering how to, eat and chew and talk and interpret language and all these other things, right? Serotonin, which is probably the most popular one, is an inhibitory neurotransmitter that's responsible for mood stabilization, appetite control, and your sleep-wake cycle is on top of a few other things, but is most commonly known for its role in the clinical diagnosis of depression, right? Low levels of serotonin can lead to major depressive disorder, MDD, right? I like to refer to it as smiley serotonin because it helps me remember that serotonin is to help with mood stabilization. Medications such as SSRI can increase the effectiveness of serotonin and increase the levels of serotonin to make you feel better. And that is how our brain turns electrical signals into chemical signals and back to electrical signals so that all of your processes can be regulated in a way that makes sense. Unfortunately, the body and nature does not value simplicity over efficiency. So it is a very complex system with very complex nuances that we are not going to go into because I am not that smart. Any questions? Sneezing gives you dopamine? I don't think it does. Twitch. Everything's all screwed up now. Now none of my stuff is loading. I have a question. How are you so cute? I don't know. I just got lucky this way. I got lucky. I don't know. 2 questions that might be tangential. Does potassium sodium ions cause cramping, or do both cause it? And what causes the cramping? Can neurotransmitters have a hand in seizures, out of curiosity? I know low levels of potassium can cause your muscles to cramp. So potassium helps relax muscle, right? At least that's generally how I like to think of it. So if you have a high amount of potassium in your blood, it causes your muscles to relax more. Whereas if you have a low amount of potassium, such as after working out, when you're sweating a lot, it makes your muscles more likely to, makes them more excited, right? Because it's responsible for like muscle contraction, right? Potassium is used in muscle contraction. So if you have too little potassium in your blood, your muscles become super excited and then they start cramping. As for do neurotransmitters have a hand in seizures? I don't know. I'm sure they do. Dude, Twitch is all sorts of screwed up. Come on, Twitch, get your shit together. Like, I don't understand. Like, is everybody stream down too? Are all the big streamers, are they down as well? Or do they somehow get preferential treatment? Is AGDQ suddenly down? Like, is that also not working? This is ridiculous, dude. Can keep watching the stream. I'm already watching. Can't get a list of streams to load though. I can't even chat. Dasky, I see you. Web connectivity issues. I got none. Oh, that went through. So you're saying we need to raid Whiskey and get them bananas? Yes, I want his banana hair. So much potassium in there. All right, well, while Twitch figures out whether or not it's gonna shit the bed or not, we can play QUBE. Sorry, I'm looking at Twitch stuff. Who followed? I can't even tell. My thing's not working. Dagonar, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. QUBE.
QUBE!
Oh wait, that wasn't the right. That what? It's changed up all my settings on my thing. I used to have it as a high-pitched one, but now I can. Okay, well, we'll just do this. You're the only streamer we need? Yeah, sweet. Screw everybody else. I'm the only streamer on Twitch. Everybody come here. No, please don't all come here. I don't want everybody to come here. Don't do that. I don't want that. All right, let me load up QUBE. We're investigating an issue causing various features on Twitch not to load. You don't say. You want to change it? Yeah, Mika, if you don't mind, if it'll let you. I don't know what's currently allowed with our altered Twitch experience. Various features. You mean all of them? You mean the only thing that your platform is designed to do is not working? Oh my god. That would be like if McDonald's was like, we don't have burgers anymore. It's like, what? Or if like Steak and Shake was like, we don't have steaks and we don't have shakes. It's like, that's all you do is steaks and shakes. If you did more than steaks and shakes, you shouldn't have named yourself Steak and Shake. And you should be damn well good at doing steaks and shakes. Shugaka, you can't use commands? Shugaka, no! Also, guys, we got a new mod. Shugaka's a mod now. So, you know. Listen to what they have to say. So, we're down. Remember, we took the teleporter. So, we talked with that disembodied entity.
I've been here before.
And we took the teleporter.
This is where we fell.
Fell to Earth.
Each of these terminals, they hold our final memories before here. Activate them and power my roots. I will bestow the gift to you.
Oh yeah, it's time.
It shall allow us to leave your home and restore humanity as it was. You shall understand. Our knowledge and our wisdom. It is not enough to halt the natural order. Our planet was dying. We were dying. We were hurt by you. Broken down and broken apart. This is why we are here.
This is our design. What?
This is your design.
I didn't design shit.
Our body and mind left our home in search of our children. We
Grandma!
wandered for 8 billion years, learning more of the universe, learning more of being.
You mimic what you touch, don't you? To gather knowledge, to survive. But you won't mimic life. That's why you're dying.
We protect the natural order. We know that you are with child here. We know your denial and your search for truth. You have a future. A future to right the wrongs of humanity.
How could you know that? Not even Robert knew. What do you want me to do?
Disembodied voice, what do you want me to do? Please tell me. Grandma, what's up? Grandma. Let me refresh my Twitch dashboard, see if everything's. Nope, still not working. Still not working. So I have no like activity feed, so I don't know what the hell's going on. If just as FYI. So I apologize in advance if I miss anything. Twitch is borked.
To our core, our mind.
Ooh, we get yellow now.
Energize us and we shall impart our knowledge to you. Then we shall
Just
be
stick my hand in here. Okay, yeah, this seems safe. Thank you.
Systems override. Manipulation software upgrade detected. Infinity cubes now enabled. Unlimited module colors can now be placed.
Oh, hell yeah.
go to the machine that ascends. Descend to the depths and find our core. There you shall succeed.
All right, guys, it's time. Unlimited cubes. Let's go. It's time.
I'm sorry about
What we did. I'm sorry we
locked you away.
but we needed to
We needed to protect.
ourselves. Don't you see?
This isn't you.
This is
It. This is.
This is what? This is what? This is what? Tell me what it is. I want to know. Maiden Voyager. I see you. It works. Guys, I get my second COVID shot tonight. It's pretty exciting. So after tonight, I will be done. I'll have 2 COVID shots. I'll be done. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. If I don't like get too symptomatic, or if I'm okay, I should be able to stream tomorrow. Otherwise, I might take tomorrow off if I'm feeling like achy and stuff. We'll see how I feel. Apparently, the second shot's supposed to be a little bit more side effect heavy. Twitch is being I know. Here, watch this. Oh. That sucked. Didn't do what I wanted to do. Orcs, yes, I see you. Hi, the chat is working, maybe. I don't know. Possibly? I like that they're going back to like super easy puzzles because they're like, here, you got this new thing, let's ease you into it. That's not what happens, I will. Wait, what is Shugaka? What is that? What is that emote? Komodo hype? Is that gonna be the new poggers? Dude, what about that? The Pog Champ. Oh, hey, Twitch is back. Come on, there we go. Got my activity feed. Oh, yeah. Cloud Yodi, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. It's like mostly working. Hold on. It's working enough. Okay. Oh, okay. Whee! I think Chad is actually back. I think it is as well.
Emma? Emma, are you there?
Millie? Oh, God, I thought something terrible had happened. I've been trying to contact you.
Something terrible would be easier to explain, that's for sure.
I heard you screaming, and then, well, there was an energy surge across the whole area. Like these structures had come alive.
It did.
What?
This structure, all these structures, they are a living entity, a being.
No, that's... Oh God. When we broke it apart, its parts, they've seeded the planet. I know what we need to do. I'll call back soon.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Those planets got seeded. Yeah. I know what that's like. What does this do? Okay. What does this do? That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Oh, and it screwed that up. Cool. Oh, okay. I see. What's stopping me from just doing this? Oh, okay. I understand. I know what they want me to do. We're gonna go like this. That'll do that. Alright, we got it. Maybe not? Excuse me? Excuse me? Yep. Grimo, I'm getting there. Grimo, no hints! No hints, Grimo! We had the same thought, though. It's not a hint. Yes, it is it is a hint. It is definitely a hint. That's what I was going for. Grimo! I banned Grimo. Ban him! Don't ban Grimo. I like Grimo. Grimo's super nice. These puzzles are getting way more intense. Can these stack properly? Thank you. Mod abuse. That Femboy Fox Gamers, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Fobby Flock. Welcome in. What in the hell? Aiden Forger, thanks for the bits. Appreciate the 9 bits. Okay, so I know that this needs to be... I need to launch from there. But how? Guys, this puzzle game is gonna stump me for a sec. Okay, so I need to get... I need to launch from there. What if I do this? How far does that stick out? Not quite far enough. Almost. No. Can I? No, I thought I could like battering ram through it. You can see the cogs going around in my head. I'm thinking, the cubes. This game just took a step up in difficulty, though. What is the point of moving this here? There's got to be a reason why this moves, right? So it can, I think. Okay. On to something. Oh, no, no. I need the other one. God damn it. How does that help? How does that help? How does that help me? Okay. Yes! Oh my god! That was so freaking cool. Oh my god. I can't believe that actually worked. That's what. Oh my god, that was so cool. You made that 10 times harder? Did I really? What did they want me to do? Was I supposed to let it land on the red, then convert it to blue to shoot it over? I think the way I did it worked perfectly fine, Shugaka. So let me guess. I was supposed to get it to. I guess what you're saying, Shugaka, is I was supposed to get it to land on there, right? On a red one there. And then I could, as long as it landed like right there, I could then switch that to blue, which would then shoot it over, right? Is that what you're saying? Either way, that was freaking cool.
It spoke to me, Emma. It told me that the only reason it's here is because we brought it down. All it's doing is trying to survive. I don't think it intended to do this to us.
You believe that? Come on, Millie, look around you. Look at what this thing has done to our planet.
Right, thanks to the host.
Wait, that's not fair.
Right.
I listened to it. I tried to understand it.
Yes, well, I have understood it. And I found a way to stop it.
Well, there we go. Come here, dog. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Fobby Flock. Welcome in. Eros Sinead. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Fobby Flock. Welcome in, guys. What's up? Project Blue, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Fobby Flock. Yeah, but I opened that up, so why do I need to go? What's over here? That. Ooh. Okay, so I gotta do fire stuff now. I promise I'll get a fursuit photo with you the next TFF for MFM. Okay. Okay, so I somehow need to get the ball to roll through here and get both doused in that and set on fire. Not quite sure what that does up there. I'm sure we'll find out in due time. I know what I need to do. Okay, so that'll be used to slow that down. Right, so it'll hit that. Oh, okay, that's not what it's not what I wanted! Stop! Okay, stop, stay. No! I got the game Antichamber and I'm loving it. Dude, it's so good. Enjoy. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure of a game. No, this is the way to do this. The game is actually wrong. Why would it do this, though? Why would it allow me to do this? Oh. That's why. Ah! Ha, ha, I got it! Now watch this. Oh yeah, are you ready? It's time to finish this puzzle.
Yay, I can finally do this.
Oh, so you guys hear that music? Oh. Dude, Grimo! Oh my god! Grimo, come out to 2 months for 10 freaking months! Grimo! 10 months, dude. You're such a fun person to hang out with. Thank you, Grimo. Grimo, 10 freaking months from the flops to Grimo. You're coming to college here from the singular flop to all those derps. I got you covered. 3416, what are you talking about? Congratulations. You're taking credit for something that inconvenienced a lot of people that I doubt you did. There'll be none of that. There'll be none of that. You're not cool. You're not edgy. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. And ban! A timeout would have also been well. Alright, don't pile on, don't pile on, don't pile on. It's okay. It's been taken care of.
I'm back here.
I scanned the monolith, Millie. All its energy is being diverted to a chamber that is supporting its mind as it's dying. Use the machine that you powered to descend and find that room. When you're there, I think I can remotely overload your suit's manipulation functions to sever its life source. We can stop this together.
Wait! I'm not sure about this. What will that do to me, Emma?
Honestly, I don't know. But I do know it's our best chance to save Earth. Please, Millie.
I need some space to think.
Oh!
Just give me that, please.
Oh! Woo! Where's Tox? Oh! Alright, we're back at the pretty tree. Can I just stay here? I got all these puzzles I gotta do. Is QUBE only on PC? As far as I know. Oops. Oh, there's that. Okay, so everything needs to be done from up here. Now! Okay, and then we do that. Oh, come on. No! Damn it! Son of a bitch. What if I did like this? That overshoots it, okay. You're in a Discord Chase 20? Okay. Alright, that can I oil that up from here? That is freaking hitting it! I don't know, chat. That looks like it's hitting it to me. We're gonna cheese the game a little bit here. Okay. my god, are you serious? All that freaking work. Alright. That idea seemed good. Just needs a little bit of encouragement. Am I really this stupid? I've been doing it the hard way the whole time when all I had to do was put a... Oh my... Oh my god. Now I got it. I got it. It's over. It's over. I just noticed. Yeah, I just noticed. I was doing it the hard way, and I was like, I just drop it from up there. It only took once I realized that I was gonna have to use an extra cube. Yeah, you know what? You know what? We got the end result. It's okay. This game's called QUBE 2. And if you're wondering, is there QUBE 1? There definitely is, and it's actually a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it. Although I definitely think the second one's been better. Chase, take care! It's called QUBE 2 because you need 2 cubes. You are correct. Okay, so I need to catch something on here to launch at that. Fire. Need to break that with fire eventually. Okay. So we're gonna lube up a cube there. It's gonna slide down. It's gonna hit that, and it's gonna get... Okay, I get that part. Nope, 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 nope. It'd be difficult like this. Be fucking difficult if you don't want to. Make you put something, put a cube on this one over there so it stands still so I can do this stupid thing. It's ridiculous. What does this button do? What do you do? You do that. Fantastic. Okay. I know what needs to be done. I just have to do it. Big Brain got mad. I did a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so I get to do this. Get it all nice and lubed up. That'll stay like that. And then we go yoink. And then we run in here. And then the cube falls. And then it's going to hit that. And it's going to fly up. It's going to light on fire. It's going to open up the fire door. Very slowly, but it'll get there. There it goes. And now we beat the level. Yeah, make you put a fucking cube over on the button. Screw you, game. You could have just made it a trigger or something. You didn't have to make it a button. Yeah. It's another puzzle, though. Cube cubed. I exist, Glitch Witch, you do. We all exist within our own realities. On to the next one. What's my goal? Get up there. Upper Dio, hey! Not quite. Why is there oil? That's what I want to know. I know how that helps, maybe. Okay, so am I missing something in here? Nepsu, no hints. No hints. No hints. I'll figure it out. I always do. That didn't do it at all. That was not at all what I wanted. Okay, I got it. I know. I just missed. Okay, I know what I gotta do now. Watch this.
Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop.
Dude, Chirping Cat keeps it on 3 tier 1 subs to the community. Holy freaking crap, dude. The hell? Thanks for the 3 gifted tier 1 subs. Pixel Suture, Carlos the Tiger, and Endless, what was it? Endless Voyage. You guys are all coming to Colic here. Thanks to, Thanks to Chirping Cat. That is going to be the end of the level. Just had to figure it out. Dude, Chirpy Cat, thanks for the 3 gifted subs. Oh my god, I was still smiley eyes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fantastic DJ, hey, welcome in. If you're a chirping cat, does that make you like a cheetah? Cheetahs chirp, right? Make little chirping noises. Most cats chirp. Well, I don't know. Ah, okay. Go, Cube! Go, oh God! I fucked up! Alright, we do it again. Go, Cube! Go, Cube! Go! Guys, can we get some Peepo cheers for the Cube? Can we get some cheers for the Cube? Go, Cube! Go, Cube! Go! Here we go! Here we go! Go, Cube! Go! 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 Xano Kid, thanks for the follow. Welcome, Bobby Flock. Welcome in. Thank you, Pixel Suture. Yeah, go, Cube! Go! Shugaka the Jammies emote, I love it. I was in Buff Pub stream earlier and I saw that she has the Jammy emotes and I was like, I want that. He's awesome. Jammies! Oh yeah! What do you guys wear around the house? Do you guys wear pajamas? Like, so when I come home, I'm super big on like getting into my house clothes, right? So I have like pajama pants, a loose fitting t-shirt, and a loose fitting sweatshirt, right? And if it's like summertime, I'll wear like a loose fitting tank top and gym shorts, right? And any combination of shorts and t-shirts and whatnot. Like, I found out recently, Moss the Fox sits around in like jeans. Like, who the hell sits in jeans all day? What uncomfortable. Just underwear? Jeans and a sweatshirt? You sit around in jeans and a sweatshirt all day, every day. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one there, Chief. Yeah, I see. Oh, yes, I see. We gotta use this. Okay. Okay, we got it. I basically wear a t-shirt and sweatpants all day, every day. Program a move, just wear sweatpants all day. They're both house clothes. And actually, have you ever worn joggers? They're like nicer sweatpants. I like joggers. I wear different jeans and shirts every day. You just like, when you're just sitting around the house, you're wearing jeans? Is that not like, not comfortable? I don't particularly like, I have some comfortable ass jeans, but I don't necessarily like lounging around the house in them. And like, I have like specific shirts that I only wear at home, right? So like loose fitting kind of baggy t-shirts that are more for comfort than for appearance, right? I don't wear shoes in the house. I don't wear my shoes, but I do have slippers. I wear slippers around the house all day. I like having something on my shoes. And I'm always wearing socks. I sleep with socks on. I always wear socks. I do not like being barefoot. I like having my feet covered. I have you know I'm the most comfortable in a pair of jeans. I mean, if that's what you are more comfortable in, I just don't particularly care for wearing jeans around the house.
Look at it.
It's growing.
Building itself.
We have to leave now.
I've called the military.
Extraction team. They're sending a helicopter to
Get us out of here.
Yeah, how'd that helicopter turn out there, buddy? We saw it earlier. It didn't turn out too good. Gotta keep the routine or I lose track of time easily. Who sleeps with jeans on? Probably serial killers. Shadow Zara, I'm sorry, but the truth is there. You sleep with jeans on, you know. Nuki Tanuki, hey. I sleep naked, like nothing. Socks. I wear socks to bed. That's it. I wear literally nothing else. Just what's comfortable. Oh, are we in the end game? Is this the end game? Are we pro gamers? Are we gonna finish this? I took a nap in jeans. Does that count? Yeah, a nap is not a sleep. Boxers and socks or just socks? Just socks. I sleep naked. I don't like sleeping with clothes on. I twist and turn too much. Like I toss and turn and they get all twisted up and then I feel like I'm suffocating. So I just sleep naked. Sleep hits different. The abyss.
Deep down in the abyss.
Mr. Food 2003, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. Welcome in.
This is our heart, our soul. Reconnect us to ourselves, our children. We will energize and leave this place. We will all survive together. Us and man.
Bet Tux isn't disappointed about that? No, he's not. He sleeps with clothes on though, which is fine. Who will I trust? Probably the talking QUBE. I trusted them last time. Is it normal to sleep naked? It depends on what you enjoy. The wolf nerd that draws. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. Welcome in. I like wolf nerds. No, I can't do my business through there. Nuki Tanuki, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. Welcome in. This is the end game? Okay. Good to know. Oh, but that means that the game's coming to an end. I've enjoyed it. It's been so fun. Oh, I'm stupid. don't think I want that. Do I? What in the hell? Oh no, I do want that. So that's where I need to go. Okay. Oh, for the love of it. It's the last section of the game. Okay. Oh, okay. I know what it wants me to do. How do I get over there, though? That's how. Snuggles, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Guys, you think we're gonna... Hey, Shugaka, people who have played this game. Am I... How much time do you think I can finish this in the next, like, hour? I gotta get my shot at 7 o'clock, between 7 and 7:30, so I have kind of until then to stream. Probably like another hour or so streaming. Think I can finish it in that time? Guess it depends on how smart I am. If you're big brain, 1 hour should be enough. We'll see if it's enough. What, did it not open? Now! Wait, what? Oh, screw you! Oh, duh. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Cinder. So Shugaka, you said if I'm big brain, I'll get this done. But here I am making dumb brain, small, smooth brain decisions, like not putting a blue cube there. Jesus. Get it together, Cinder. Get it to freaking together. I was screaming to make it blue. I figured it out. I figured it out. Go, Cube! Go, Cube! Go! Go, go, go! Go, 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 go! Yes! Smooth brain. Yeah, I got a very smooth brain. There aren't a lot of wrinkles in there. You know, my neurons are working as best they can with what they got. You're not feeling so good? Well, Kevin, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you feel better. I see they saved the toughest puzzles for the last, which makes sense. What in the hell? Okay, let's do this piece by piece. What do we gotta do first? What can I do first? That needs to be on fire. I wonder if I can shoot this, if that'll go that far. It probably won't. No. Okay, so I need to lube it up. Okay. So how are we gonna do that? This is how we're gonna do this, and it's gonna screw everything up. This is the puzzle that took you the longest? Alright, let's see how I do. Huh, what the hell does that do? My back was hurting my stomach, but also a little... Well, hopefully you feel better. How do I get it on fire? That's what I need to figure out. So, I can... Oh, okay. I know. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. Is that my end? Where is my end goal? All the way up there? Okay, I don't need the lube anymore. So I can do this. And I think I can go like this. That was not the answer. What is... Okay, so I need to get up there. I've gotten a good majority of it done. But now there's a fan. I can slow down the fan with this button that I can press on, which will give me that. So that way I could get an object. I could probably get the ball right there, and then the ball will fly across. But how does that help me? How do I get over there? I need to ride on a cube somehow. Okay, I think I know. If I can lube up, if I could lube up one of these cubes, right? I can ride it. Maybe. How do I? I think my question is, how do I? Let's try this. Let's just tinker with this. Okay. So we'll do that. Do that. How do I gotta figure out how to get onto it though. Oh, the ball! I gotta do it all over again because it's stupid. The ball! Not a very good ball. God damn it! All that setup and I forgot to put the bridge down. Alright, well at least we know it works. Oh my god. Oh, son of a biscuit. Okay, this time for real. For real this time. Oh! It's coming back! It's coming back! Okay, we're good. Ow, I got crushed. Oh, wait, are you serious? I missed something? What? Oh my god. Unbelievable. All right, like 5th time's the charm. Okay, don't forget to put the bridge down. Now I hit the other buttons. Now I can do this. It's lubed up. I mean, come on, guys. It's freaking. It's the cube is oiled. It's lubed. You know what? I beat the puzzle. That's all that matters. Okay. We beat the puzzle. We're done. Oh yeah.
Amelia, follow the blue energies of our mind. Imbue the infinity gift to us, and in return, we shall give
It's
our
time.
knowledge
Let's go. First try, guys. Can we get some Cinder 7 hypes in the chat?
and your life.
First try. Let's go.
Millie, that red cable. It leads to the room that is powering its mind. Follow it, and I will start overloading your suit's manipulation energy. We can kill this thing. We can save everyone.
I ain't about to be red pilled, and blue is definitely best. So we're going blue. I'm not even thinking about this decision. We're just gonna go blue. Wait, they leave to the same place. Huh? They lead to the same place. Am I gonna die? I'm gonna die.
When I found you, I reached out. You connected with me. It was blissful. It was
Bikini
unique.
Pop, thanks for the follow.
That they were
Welcome to Bobby Flock, welcome in.
to separate us. I could not let you go. I held on tight. I held on with all my might. Slowly we turned them and made them one of us. We escaped and I returned you, helping
Bryson
you
Badger,
grow.
thanks for the follow. Welcome to Bobby Flock, welcome in.
Our minds together, our minds building a new world. Now it is time for me to sleep, to wait for you to awake me, to learn the truth that is my heart.
Oh, here we go.
It's no harm, Amelia.
Circle, hey!
We came to share knowledge, to understand. If we were hurt by your kind, we had to know. Is there a logical good in you? One chance, one chance, one choice,
It's a big heart.
redemption.
I saw what we are. I saw what we did to you. I understand what you must have thought.
You chose knowledge. You chose to learn, to understand us.
Yes. I chose my future. Humanity can learn. I will teach her when she is old enough.
We can help you. We can help you define your future.
We can help you become one. We can help you rebuild your world. Let us give you our sight.
Emma, of course. You were with me all along. Guiding, helping me see.
You have rewritten your future. Patience, kindness.
Because I chose the blue side. It was all a test. It was all a test. Amelia was in on it, or Emily, or whatever her name was in on it. Amelia. All right. Dude, that was fun. The game was really freaking good. The puzzles were awesome. Wonder what happens if you choose red. It probably gives you a different dialogue option. I genuinely enjoyed that. That reminded me a lot of Talos Principle, some of the puzzles, the way they make you think. How's the game compared to a game like Portal? Great. If you liked Portal, you'll love this. Well, that was fun. Definitely, the first one was really good. I liked the first one. This one was even better. It took all those concepts and just made them so much more, like, just stronger. They can do a Cube 3, I hope. I had to ride a lubed cube to finish the game. Yeah, that last puzzle was no joke, though. That last puzzle was no joke. I guess I can't skip this. You did it! Yes! Haha! More hypes! So those are flops. More flops, hypes, whatever. Throw them in the chat. I hit the wrong button. Love this game, honestly. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Cubed, if only. Steel Wolf, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Is there a Cube 3? Not that I'm aware of. Chirpy Cat, thanks for the 100 bits.
Biscuits for the collie.
Aw, thank you. Thanks for the 100 bits. Thanks for making Tux dance. Look at that werewolf. Total moves taken, 1276. Total time, 4 hours. I don't know if that's good. I guess that's good. So what's next? Well, we go back here. I exit out of that. Man, that was fun. Did you guys enjoy that game? I really enjoyed it. The next game on the docket is going to be the docket. Is that right? The next game. The next game up on deck. I'm just gonna shut up now. The next game is gonna be Light Matter. Light Matter. I'll probably play that next stream. I might stream tomorrow. It depends on how I feel after getting my second shot tonight. So we'll see. But Light Matter is gonna be the next game that we play. I saw they were playing it at AGDQ, and I saw it, and I was like, I can't watch this speed run because I want to play this game. So we're gonna play Light Matter next, and then there are 2 more room games that we can play through, and then I need to start finding some more games to play. I've heard Baba Is You is pretty good. That one is good yet tough. Good. I like tough perspective-based puzzle games. It looks fun. I really enjoyed Cube. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Play Baba Is You is cool. I'll put it in there. It's the best puzzle game. I'll play it. I'll play it. It'll be played. It will be played. I like a lot of so games like Cube, games like Portal, Talos Principle, right? I like that first-person puzzler. I like first-person puzzle games a lot. I think it's exciting. I just appreciate the perspective of it. I need to play through The Witness again. It's been years since I've played it, so I would like to play through The Witness again because I probably forgot all those. Did you play Superliminal? Yeah, we beat Superliminal. Did you just play the base game or the DLC as well? Well, are you talking about which game? Chirping Cat, which game? If you're talking about Talos Principle, we beat the base game and the DLC. If you're talking about Cube, we beat both cubes. Your back still hurts? Well, I don't really know what I can do to help you. First person, what's it? Curran? Cube 2 has DLC? Wait, does it? Does it really? Hold on, chat. Hold on. Are we gonna get some more Cube? Puzzle Pack 1 Lost Orbit? Oh, guys, we're playing Cube, so we're gonna play some more Cube next time. There's 2 of them. Dude, Snapple coming out with the Twitch Prime sub. Holy freaking crap, Snapple. You could have used that Twitch Prime sub anywhere. Instead, you wasted it here. Snapple, you're covered under collar care from the Flash of the Beans. I got you covered. Thank you. The Twitch Prime. Guys, I'm getting the puzzle packs. Aftermath and Lost Orbit. Oh, they have lasers now. Hell yeah, let's go. Larvoik, hey! Sorry, hold on, I'm buying these. Just get the season pass. Too late! I already bought them individually. And we'll play that next stream then. We'll hold off on Light Matter for the time being. We will go and finish the QUBE DLC. Just like we did with Talos Principle, we did the Talos Principle DLC right afterwards. We're going to go straight into the QUBE 2 DLC. So we can keep playing this game because I enjoyed this immensely. Not sure what did I do? Kevin, I can't help you. I'm sorry. If you're concerned, go to the emergency department, but I cannot answer personal medical questions. It's an ethical and kind of moral gray area on the internet that I am not touching. So if you're coming here looking for answers for your medical issues, I cannot help you. I'm sorry. Queen? Queuing? Is it on Steam? It's not showing up on Steam. Quarren. Are you sure you're spelling that right? Querin? Oh, there it is. Oh, there's no I. It's Quern. Quern? Yeah, let's see what this is about.
I was only an explorer when I came here. But now, I'm so much more. Yet, after all that I've done, everything I've built, I need your help. I need you to finish what I have started.
Yeah, I definitely will play that. I'm adding that to my list. Is this game relevant to you? Similar games that you've played. Talos Principle. Hell yeah, it's relevant to me. Okay, I'm adding that to my list. Were there two? I thought there were. Looked like there were two. Original soundtrack. Oh, okay. All right, let me add that to my list of games. Because that'll definitely be being played. We could do that after Light Matter. We can do that after Light Matter. Platman, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. All right, guys, we got to find someone to raid. I'm going to end stream so I can get ready to go do what I got to do for my errands tonight. So let's see. Who are you going to raid? Who is streaming? Who on Wild Abandon can we go raid? You guys want to watch VR chat? JT Wusky is doing VR chat. Do you want to watch VR chat? Keats playing balloons. They're working on fursuit stuff. Do Simpsons. I don't know what that is. Final Fantasy. Let's do JT. We'll do JT Wusky. All right, guys. We're going to go raid JT Wusky. Why? Because we can. Also, because I'm going to end the stream. Tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be kind of up in the air. We're going to see how I feel. I just elbowed the mic. We'll see how I feel tonight into tomorrow. If I'm like super achy and just tired and gross, I might take tomorrow off because I got to work this weekend and I don't want to be all nasty going into work for the weekend. If I feel good enough, though, I will definitely jump on and stream tomorrow at our normal time. I'll have to come up with a lecture of some kind because I'm kind of out of lecture material at the moment. So probably endocrine system will be next. Since we talked about neurotransmitters, and endocrine system works on hormones, which are just slower acting chemical messengers. So we'll talk about that at some point. Otherwise, if I don't stream on Friday, I'll see you guys on Monday. It just depends on how I feel tomorrow. Anyways, let's go raid JT. We're gonna do we'll do our normal once you flop, you just don't stop. Easy peasy. Straightforward. Gets the point across. Once flop, you just don't stop. Guys, today was fun. Even though Twitch decided to shit the bed again, I'm glad you guys stuck around and learned about neurotransmitters. I hope you guys learned something new today that you didn't know before. And if you did know all that stuff, then congratulations, you're smart as hell. Let's hit up the discharge desk on the way out. Make sure you have your insurance card ready. Co-payments do a time of treatment. If you're not happy with the treatment, that's too damn bad. I will see you guys either tomorrow or Monday. Just depends on how I feel tomorrow. Until then, bye.
So much going on.